Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Utah Hockey broadcast here at the Salt Lake City Sports Complex. I'm Anita Tsuchiya, and I'm here with my broadcast partner, Patrick McGann. And this afternoon's match, the Skating Utes men's D2 team hosts the San Jose State University Spartans. The visiting Spartans are wearing their blue and gold road jerseys with the blue pants and the white numbers. And their forward line is going to be Christopher Dysart, number 6, number 7, Logan Spielman, and number 19, Troy Smith. And on defense, it'll be 3, Harrison Fulmar, and 61, Ryan Ellis. Number 34, Reese Bush, is going to be in the pipes for the Spartans. The starting lineup for your Skating Utes, they're wearing their home whites with the red shoulders and the black numbers. And the forward line for them is going to be 7, Andrew Urch, 12, Zeke Endy, and 17, Nick Bidet, with the defense being 16, Porter Templin, and 26, Bryce Whittier. And here we go, we're off. And the Spartans control the opening face-off, moving the puck out of their zone, through the neutral zone, and they turn it over. And Nick Bidet kicks it into the zone, and he's skating down into the corner. He drops it off to Zeke Endy, back to the point. Oh, a little too far, ends up out of the zone. The Utes are going to have to come back and regroup. Utes controlling their zone, trying to get it into the neutral zone, start the breakout. Ends up back in the Ute zone. And now they skate it out, coming up. Urch sends it off to Templin. Oops, and he loses it in the neutral zone. So Urch comes back in the zone and start over. Now he sends it up to Nick Bidet. He's looking somebody to pass to. Zeke Endy sends it down along the boards. Puck ends up behind the net in the San Jose zone. San Jose is trying to clear the zone. Ooh, nice hit there right next to the blue line by Kai Conti. And the puck ends up back in the Spartan zone, and it's going to be icing.
Nice hit there by Conti, as you mentioned there, Anita.
Yes.
Early on.
Welcome back.
Yeah, get some early momentum, hopefully, from that hit.
Yeah, it would be nice to see The D2 team, I would say they're kind of challenge right now is they're inconsistent. And if they can start that physical game early and connect the passes and carry the puck out of the zone, they'll do well. But it's been tough for them to like sort of string 2 plays or 2 games in a row where they'll do that. Nice centering pass from Osola to Kurt. Stick save by the Spartans goalie, and the Spartans clear the zone. And the men's D2 team is enjoying a 2-game win streak right now.
I was just about to say, yeah, that Wednesday night win and try and make it 3 in a row this afternoon.
That would be nice. It would be very nice. And centering, pass into the zone, and it's icing waved off. It's now the Spartan zone, but then they pick it up and they come up along the ice, coming up to the left wing, cross the blue line. He's looking for somebody to pass to. And the puck ends up behind the net. Sam Mudd picks it up, sends it up to Austin Siemenkowski, who skates it across the right wing, across the blue line, ends up behind the net. Centering pass by the Utes goes all the way through. Picked up by 21, Julian Wooten of the Spartans, who sends it into the Utah zone. So Urch has to go and start from behind his own net. Try and start the breakout. Sends it up to Siemenkowski, who loses it just inside his own blue line. Oh, big tussle in the corner for the puck. There's a whole crowd of bodies in there. And it's still in the corner, still fighting for it. And it finally clears the Utah zone. And the Spartans recover. They try to set up play in the neutral zone, but turn over to 21. That's Nolan Carpenter, who sends it back into the Spartan zone. Spartans still trying to clear the puck out of their own zone. And they send it in deep. Icing is waved off. And the Utes manage to clear the puck out of their zone, and it gets all the way back, and it's going to be a foot race, but the Spartans pick it up first. Still in the Spartan zone, haven't been able to clear it, and now the puck dribbles out. Spartans send it deep into the Utah zone, and Ruslo decides to send it to his own player. They're starting to break out behind their own net. And, he tries to send it up high along the glass. Instead, he sends it over the glass and out of play. So we're going to have a face-off to Ruslo's right.
San Jose State coming off of 2 losses playing Cal. Their last loss was in overtime, so a close game there, but they're looking to bounce back in the win column as their record is 2-0-2.
A lot of traffic in front of the net, but the puck finally squirts out to the side. Utah trying to clear the zone. Carpenter picks it up, sends it off to Urch, who skates it himself across the blue line on the right wing, looking for someone to pass to. And he loses an edge, and down he goes. Puck ends up behind the Spartans' net. And the Utes keep it in. Tretiak chasing after it, and ends up on the other side. And it looks like Templin goes in there, but they manage to keep it in the zone. Templin skates it across the center and tries to have a centering pass. High point, wrist shot by Brown from the high slot. Goes wide. Utes still control in the Spartan zone. Cycling that puck around. Down behind the net. And that's Zeke Indy chasing it into the corner. Ends up skating up through the circle. And then he loses it. Brown recovers in the neutral zone. Sends it back to Indy, who skates it across the blue line on the right side. Centering pass to Templin, who tries to quickly one-shot it in, but it's deflected, stick deflected by Reese, the Spartans goalie. Still keeping it in the Utah zone. Scrumming along the boards there. And it's still in. It's still in. They're still fighting for it. Who's going to end up with it? Zeke Indy ends up with it. Skates to the circle to the left. Backhand shot. Nice save by Reese.
Andy really showing off his hands those last couple of plays there. He makes a nice backhand slot pass to get a chance for number 16, Porter Templin. And then right there, right before the whistle blows, you see him make a couple of head fakes and some nice stick handling moves there. A little bit of a toe drag action. Gets a nice shot on, forces a face-off in the Spartan zone.
I think Zeke Indy is probably our best skater and best stick handler on the men's D2 team. And just to prove that point, he's got 6 goals. And his line is a very productive line. It's very often
most points on the team too.
Yeah, most points on the team. Most points on the team. He's often paired with Osola and Madej and Urch, and they have been very productive for the men's D2. All right, we're back in the Spartan zone. Connie digging for it in the corner, sends it along behind the net. Osola chasing after it. Spartans trying to clear the zone. Oh, and there's a bit of a hit there and a scramble, and puck's coming loose against the boards. Condi goes in to help. Puck squirts out. Osola controls and tries to skate it in. Hits a bunch of bodies. Condi goes for a shot. Nice pad save by the goalie. Bortoluzzi controlling the neutral zone. Condi sends it in all the way around the boards behind the net into the Spartan zone, and the Utes decide to go for a line change. The Spartans clear it and send it right up there to Urch, who skates it across the blue line on the right wing. Centers a pass. There's 2 Utes there. Oh, and they both miss the centering pass. It goes wide, and here come the Spartans. It's 2-on-1. Spartans come down the right wing. Centering pass. Rusalo deflects it off into the corner. Spartans recover, have the puck behind the net. Bunch of people scrapping, and there's a bunch of traffic right to the left of Rusalo. Fighting for the puck, and Sam Mudd picks it up, tries to clear the zone. Spartans send it back in deep. Urch picks it up, sends it along the boards. He does clear the zone, but it gets a little bit too far, and we're going to have an icing.
Yeah, Braxton Porter there. He's got to be shaking his head. He had almost an empty net chance at the doorstep a couple of moments ago there. One-time pass. It was perfect right through the slot, right in the doorstep. He just missed cashing in.
And there's a little too much traffic. Everybody's like looking down, digging for the puck.
Yeah, I mean, credit to him. I mean, those one-time passes, you know, when you think all you got to do is tap in, sometimes it's not as easy as it seems.
Right, exactly. Oh, a quick shot on Rusalo, who makes a nice pad save, deflects it off to the side, and Sam Mudd picks it up and skates it through the neutral zone on the left side, cross the blue line, and then he drops it to Siemiatkowski and Porter, and the puck squirts out, and now the Spartans recover in the neutral zone. Oh, no! Brown loses an edge, and it's going to be 1-on-1. Number 8 Spartans, that is. John Parsons had a 1-on-1, but he lost the handle on the puck, and now it ends up in the corner. Sam Mudd digging for it hard, trying to send it up out of the zone. Looks like that's Braxton Porter again, and Mudd trying to get organized, trying to set up a breakout, finally get the puck clear, and that's Brown who's got it on the right side. He sends it up high along the glass, and that's to Siemiatkowski. And the Spartans recover and start their own breakout going the other way. And they shoot it in deep, ends up behind the net. Bryce Whittier picks it up in his own zone. He tries a centering pass to Osola, but he misses him. Oh, I'm sorry, to Stevenson. That was not Osola. Puck ends up back in the Utah zone, and Whittier goes back in there to go dig it at, but it is going to be icing. So we're going to come back all the way to the other end of the ice and have a face-off in the Spartan zone. Yeah, another win tonight would be a really good boost for the Ute D2 men's team. All right, Trediak taking the face-off. Spartans end up with it, send it around behind the net, trying to clear their own zone, set up breakup, and he tries to go again for that high pass off the glass. Instead, he goes over the glass. And Patrick, you've mentioned this before, that the glass in this arena is fairly low for a hockey rink. It was actually designed as a figure skating rink.
Yes, yeah, that's why.
So the glass is a few feet shorter than you expect.
Yeah, and I think the dash also is a little bit higher than a typical rink as well, so it's a little bit weird. But yeah, designed more for figure skating. That's why if you're a fan here, you got to keep your head up.
Yeah, keep your eyes open at all times, because the puck could come over, and it doesn't have to be going very fast to really hurt.
Yeah, I mean, those things, they're rubber, but it's not. They're frozen.
Yeah, they're frozen rubber.
Yeah, right. Might as well be metal or wood or something.
Or a rock.
Yeah, a rock, actually. Yeah, there you go. It's a better.
It's like a rock.
Literally like a rock. Those, they don't feel good.
No, they don't. All right, Utes controlling their zone, trying to set up a breakout. Ooh, big hit there in the corner. That was Logan Spielman putting a lick on Stevenson. And here comes the Utes through the neutral zone. That looks like that's Porter Templin, carries it across the left wing, across the blue line. Tries a centering pass, but Trediak's a little late getting there, so the Spartans recover behind their own net. They set up a breakout. Off to the left wing, that looks like number 19, Troy Smith, carries across the blue line, but then he loses the puck. Puck stays in the Utah zone. Centering pass, and Rusalo decides he's going to jump on that. Matthew Johnson came and tried to defend. He's a little bit late. He actually kind of tipped it towards Rusalo. So the Utes are doing a good job of shooting often and early. They're out shooting the Spartans 6-1 and staying predominantly in the Spartan zone, threatening. And that was who's number 12 for us? Oh, Zeke Andy took the face-off. Utes still control the puck in their own zone. Now the Spartans pick it up. Send it behind the net. Utes try to send it along the board. And Madej is fighting for it along the boards, trying to pass it across the ice in the neutral zone. Oh, and then a turnover to number 8, John Parsons. He skates it in across the blue line, but he doesn't really have any help. And that's Matthew Johnson picking it up behind his own net. He starts the breakout for the Utes. And another pass that errant pass by Madej, a rare errant pass by Madej in the neutral zone. So the puck ends up back in the Utah zone. They start over, and here we go. Now Madej has it. Crosses the blue line on the right wing, and then loses the puck over in the corner. And the Spartans are fighting for it. And then Porter Tampa picks it up. Big crowd, and the puck bouncing around in the crease there, but it goes behind the net. Utes still trying to control the puck and start up that play. Spartans trying to clear the zone, and they finally managed to do that.
Seeing some good hockey early on here.
Yeah.
I mean, a couple of sloppy plays here and there, but, very clean, very quick hockey. No penalties taken so far. Just, players zipping these passes back and forth. Good chances from either side.
Yes. And another puck gets deflected over the ice. So it's been a while since you've seen the men's D2, and a vast improvement from the last homestand, right?
For sure, yes. Yeah, last time, I haven't seen them in quite a bit since, they hit the road, and they haven't been home in quite a bit as well, and missing Wednesday. But men's 2 team looking much improved, I will say. The passes, they're connecting more. We're seeing a lot more skill, too, from these guys. Endy making some nice moves. We're seeing, Braxton Porter make some nice moves. A lot of nice plays here from the men's 2 team early on.
All right, the Spartans are trying to start up something, but they're stuck in the neutral zone. The puck finally ends up getting sent in deep, and Ruslo sends it off to the side. Brown picks it up. Big hit in the corner, scrapping for the puck near the corner. That is Kurt sends it along the boards behind the net. And Utes are still trying to clear the zone. And then number 19, that is Troy Smith of the Spartans, picks it up, sends it into the corner to Logan Spielman, and a shot from the point by number 2, Brendan Tidingo, gets deflected, and here come the Utes across the left wing, trying to go for a centering pass. Instead, sends it into the corner. Connie picks it up. Oh, a lick with Connie, and Connie wins that one. Skates around, trying to get it out of the corner. Looking for somebody to pass to, sends it up to the point. Oh, and Michael Brown can't quite handle it. Puck comes out of the zone. Utes going to have to regroup. Brown sends it to Bortoluzzi, who goes and takes it across the blue line on the right side. And then he loses it, and the Spartans manage to clear the zone, and then they come up the left wing. That's number 94, Carl Roth, trying to set something up. The Spartans keep it in. Roth again, centering pass. One-timer by number 5. Not sure who that was. Oh, Brooks Rossi goes wide. This puck stays in the Utah zone. Utah trying to get it out. Spartans trying to get something going. Conti skates it around behind his own net.
Delayed penalty against
we have a
Spartans.
delayed penalty against Spartans. So Ruslo heads to the net so that Utes can have an extra man on the ice, but now the Spartans touched up. And we're going to have a penalty.
We'll see.
Good eye. Thanks, Patrick.
Saw the referee's arm up. Didn't necessarily see what went wrong, but we'll see. It's a trip against the Spartans of San Jose State.
Our first penalty of the game. It's 7 minutes, 55 seconds in the game, and this is our first penalty. So that'd be number 94. That's Carl Roth. And we'll have a face-off to the left of the Spartan goalie Reese. Sam Mudd's going to be taking that face-off. He's going to be taking against, can't quite see his number there. One-timer by Templin, goes wide. Utes retain control. Another wrist shot from the circle, bounces off somebody's shin guard. Puck stays in. Madej scoops it up, sends it out to the point, and there's number 12, Zeke Andy, has a wrist shot. And Utah still retains control, setting up a play. Another wrist shot from the high slot, ends up behind the net. Madej back there digging it out. Mudd back there digging out.
Right idea there.
Right idea. Carpenter tried
off.
for the centering pass. I'm sorry, Trediak tried for the centering pass, but it got deflected. 1 minute, 15 seconds left in the Spartans penalty. And here comes Zeke Indy behind the net. Oh, he was trying for a drive-by, a skate-by. Oh, and Madej loses an edge, and the puck squirts out, and Rousseau scoops it up and hands it off to Templin, who skates it up the right side, across the blue line. Off we go, looking for somebody to pass to Madej. Madej skates down behind the net, looking for somebody to pass to. 47 seconds left in the penalty. One-timer by Urch goes wide. Another chance by Urch. This time he goes for a centering pass. Puck bounces around the middle and then gets deflected out to the side. 34 seconds left in the penalty. Urch with a wrist shot. And this time Reese hangs on to it. I'm sorry, what were you going to say?
Utah, just looking at the current stats here, if what we have is correct, 3 for 13 on the power play so far this season. So not necessarily their best area.
No,
so
they need
far.
to work on that.
But interesting to note, they are 2 of their goals. Out of those 3 power plays they've scored on this season, 2 of them were at home. So Utah feeling it at home on the power play. Still got some time here. Maybe they can add one. They've been looking good so far.
24 seconds left on the power play. Looking for Osla's centering pass goes all the way through. Whittier picks it up, sends it back down. And then Whittier picks it up again and sends it all the way across. Oh, and it gets poke checked. Osla's trying to keep it in, but he is unable to do that. 7 seconds left. We're running out of time on this power play. Yes, the D2 men really do need to up their power play percentage a bit, but it's encouraging to hear that it's happening at home. And that's it. Both teams back at full strength. Connie carries across the blue line, left wing, wrist shot, and all by himself in the net, top shelf.
The Utes were leaving Connie up there by the blue line. He was camping out, leaving that man long. Honestly, that setup came from the Utah power play. The Spartans went just back to full strength. Conti was still camping out by the Spartan blue line, waiting for that stretch pass. He gets it, skates it right in, releases a nice wrister. Utes go up 1-0. Unfortunately, doesn't go for their power play stats, but they'll take it either way.
Yeah, and you're right. The Spartans hadn't quite figured out who's going to pick up, who the 5th man was going to come and pick up, and they were a little disorganized. Oh, no, and Siemenkowski loses an edge and goes down. No harm, no foul. Utes skate across, and that's number 18. Braxton Porter skates it across the blue line. Siemenkowski tries to go for a shot, hits somebody and skate, and oh boy, here we go. Here come the Spartans, 3-on-1. Having a little trouble carrying across the blue line, though.
Utah, there's a good example of the Utah speed. Utah has more speed than San Jose State.
They do.
And today you can see that. I mean, San Jose State, a clear 3-on-1 there from the neutral zone going in, and Utah was able to get back and stifle that opportunity.
Yeah, and they just couldn't, like you said, get the speed up, kick it into high gear to get across the blue line. All right, and the puck goes all the way around. Bortoluzzi picks it up, skates it across the center, across the blue line. Goes for a wrist shot. Nice glove save by Reese. Sam Mudd with a little follow-up in there. Got a little close to the goalie. He was just skating through and accidentally clipped him. I'm sure it was an accident. I'm sure he didn't mean to do it on purpose.
Honestly, though, if you told me that Utah was 3 for 13 on their, now 3 for 14 on the season on their power plays, I wouldn't believe you.
You would have been surprised, yeah.
I mean, that was a really good power play we just saw from Utah. They were able to, at will, just move that puck around. I mean, they got 3 or 4 shots just from, I think, Urch alone, just firing wristers on the goaltender there, and the power play looking really good early on for the Utes. If they get another one, San Jose State's got to watch out.
Yes. Well, and I think you and I actually did note that in the early games that we saw the skill level was there. They just hadn't gotten their coordination together, so they weren't carrying the puck through the zone and passing well. And here comes Brown skating it up by himself. Stick save, goes off to the side. And then centering pass from the point. Oh, and Spartans Carpenter picks it up, goes for a wrist shot, pad save. And the Spartans still trying to clear the zone. Finally do all the way to the Utah zone. Whittier picks it up, sends it up to Carpenter. And here comes Brown trying to set up something through the neutral zone. He gets a little bit tied up at the red line. Spartans pick it up. Send it off. Here comes number 6. That's Christopher Dysart. Carries across the blue line on the left wing, but he's kind of all by himself. He's in the corner. He and Whittier fighting for the puck. And now they got company. Here comes Logan Spielman's in there. Madej's in there. Brown's in there. Everybody's like trying to get that puck out of there. It's still stuck there. And now it's ends up still by the board, still fighting for it. Finally, one of the Spartans comes up with it, sends it off. Madej picks it up, starts the breakout. Beautiful centering, beautiful pass in the neutral zone to number 20. That's Stevenson. He carries it across the blue line. Ooh, nice little move by Zeke Indy, but then he loses the handle on the puck. And here come the Spartans on the left wing. That's number 86. Max Miller carries across the blue line on the left side. Shot comes in from that far circle, and Ruslo decides to jump on it. I did not see who shot that one. There's two of them out there.
I think the clear difference so far from Utah and San Jose State, I think San Jose State, their passes aren't as fast. They're not only they're not connecting, but Utah, they're zipping them back and forth.
Right.
You can tell they do their pepper passing drills. I mean, the San Jose State passing, if it could get better, they're playing at the same level as the Utes right now. It's just the Utes just making some really nice tape-to-tape passes. Like right there, you see perfect pass.
There goes Madej. Across the blue line, wrist shot goes off somebody's shin guard. Centering pass to the point. Urch brings it in. Another centering pass from the circle, ends up in the corner. Templin goes to dig it out. Zeke Indy behind the net, carrying it out. One-timer by Urch near the blue line. Bounces off somebody's stick, and then here comes the Spartans. And as you said, their passes quite aren't as crisp. That's number 94, Carl Roth, trying to go for a centering pass. Finally, puck comes out. It does cross through, but nobody gets it. And then a wrist shot from the point by number 61.
Penalty against Utah.
That's Ryan Ellis, and we have a penalty against Utah. Oh, no. What happened? Was that the scrum in front of the net?
I didn't see it again either. I must have missed it. Both penalties I've missed so far. Looks like it's going to be Urch going to the box.
All right. We'll see in a minute what Urch is going to be sitting down for. Elbow. Okay, so that might have been that scrum in front of the crease. I was trying to watch who was taking that wrist shot, and I didn't see what was going on in front of the net. So, Urch will sit for 2 minutes. We've got 2 minutes and 31 seconds left in the period, and there's going to be a face-off to Ruslo's right in Utah zone. Looks like it's going to be 94 Carl Roth taking that, and for Utah it was Osla. And the Spartans maintain control, and then pad save by Ruslo. Usla just chips it up across the blue line and actually ends up right there in Reese's glove, and he was trying to pass it to his defender, but they blew the whistle.
Referee's quick to blow the whistle for the puck frozen.
And Reese turned around and went,
yeah, he's like, what the heck?
I already let go of the puck.
Yeah. No, that's the quickest way to get a goaltender mad. I mean,
blow the whistle too quick.
You see that in the NHL. I mean, that starts a full-out argument from the goaltender and the bench and the coach. You gotta.
And I gotta say, I think he had a point there because he didn't hang on to it. He just put his glove on top of it, and then he
fairly quickly.
Yeah, and then played it out to his defender, and it was like, and then they blew the whistle.
Usually, you could. I think what the referees were seeing there is he did kind of make a little bit of he pressed the puck down a little bit. If a goaltender makes a motion like that where he's going to indicate where he's like, I'm going to cover this puck up and not uncover it, the referee will blow the whistle. I think that's what Reese did there. He put his glove over the puck for, maybe press down a little bit. The referee thought, hey, I'm going to blow the whistle. I think he's going to freeze it, but he's got to be careful with
he jumped the gun a little bit, I think.
Right, because body language for something like that is actually a big deal in hockey, right? Because like you said, if you're going to play it, sometimes you keep it on your stick and have your glove down by your stick, or if you put your glove over the puck, that's kind of a symbol. It's like, all right, I'm not going to play it, but maybe just a little bit of a technique issue there. I mean, even freezing the puck takes technique, folks.
Yes, exactly. Even just making the puck stop. All right, so we've got a minute 23 left in the power play for the Spartans. They control in their own zone, starting to break out. Ooh, he tries to send the pass through the neutral zone, but it gets ahead of his intended target. Carl Roth ends up in the Utah zone, and then now it dribbles out of the Utah zone, and here comes Sam Mudd with a breakaway. He loses an edge. Down he goes. He's looking for a call, but really, Sam, you just lost an edge. Sorry, no call. All right, Spartans pick it up in their own zone. They come up, start through the neutral zone, and that's number 6, Christopher Dysart, carries across the blue line on the right-hand side, behind the net. He's being followed by Whittier, who gives him a little bit of hip check there. And then Spartans still trying to work the puck, behind the net, still behind the net, still behind the net. Puck pops free, and Whittier sends it into the other zone, and now the Spartans got to go chase it. 30 seconds left in the Spartans power play. Now, in contrast to the power play, the Utes have done a very good job on penalty killing. Their penalty killing percentage is very high. I think they've only let in 2 shots in 15 chances on penalty kills. So Madej tries to send it back into the zone.
Yeah, I believe you're right. I think it's they're 13 of 15 on the year, that's pretty good.
Unfortunately, it also means they've had 15 penalties. They've been getting in the box a lot. Yeah, Wednesday night they were in the box a lot. They were lucky that they only let in 2. All right, so back to this game. Spartans carried across the line on the right side. Shot goes wide after hitting a bunch of bodies. Now it's in the corner. And Madej picks it up, sends it off to Tretiak. Tretiak sends it back to Madej. Madej skates it down to the corner, looking for somebody to pass to. Centering pass to Tretiak. One-timer. Pad save by Reese. Tomacek picks it up. We've got both teams back to full strength, and the period is over. So the teams go into the locker rooms after our first period of play with the Utes leading 1-0. We're going to take a little break, and we'll be back soon.
Welcome to the Rocky Mountains.
Welcome to open trails and new vistas.
Welcome to stunning Red Rock.
Welcome to the greatest snow on earth.
By the tree of broken glass, where the home
Welcome to game day fun.
anything could last. So let's go and take the words that we know.
Welcome to the party!
Sea of thoughtful dreams. But if you listen, you can still hear
Welcome to Pac-12 Sports.
our names, calling out our names.
Welcome to world-class research.
We'll keep on standing tall. This world is in our hands. So get up and grab your
Welcome to the arts.
have no trip. We are tough as nails. Come on, this is our land.
Welcome to real world experiences.
We can go to that bridge that crosses over fear.
Welcome to a great education.
Love and what it does to those they hold near. So let's run till the water
Welcome to new
meets the
friends.
sun. We can toss our worries far away from our hearts. And if you listen,
Welcome to the time of your life.
not hear them calling out our names, calling out our
Welcome to all you can imagine.
Though we might fade and fall, we'll keep on standing tall. This world is in our hands. So get up and grab and walk and see. Those gray clouds look close, but we have come and gone.
Welcome to the University of Utah.
So get up and grab and walk and see.
All right, welcome back, everyone. We're getting ready for the second period of play. The Utes are leading the Spartans 1-0. They're out shooting them by quite a bit. The Utes, in case you hadn't seen the first period, they've been dominating this first period, out shooting the Spartans 15-4. And they're getting ready up here in the center ice. They're lining up. Looks like it's going to be Tretiak and Kevin Cole taking the face-off, and off we go. Utes control. In starting their own zone. And puck gets sent back, and then here comes Brown along the left wing, carries it across the blue line. Sends it in the corner. Tretiak goes after it, trying to dig it out of the corner. Puck comes out. Brown sends it back behind the net. And big hit there by, who's our number 15? Oh, that'd be Adam Baksh. In for the first game of the season. Lays a big hit there behind the net, behind the Spartans' net. And the Utes start a play again in their own zone. Trying to send it through the neutral zone all the way across the blue line. Icing waved off. Tretiak goes after it in the corner behind the net. Spartans got it by the net. Tretiak and Spartans, one of the Spartans fighting for it. And then here comes the Spartans along the boards. That's number 7. Logan Spielman trying to bring it in, but then he gives it up to Urch. And here comes Urch across the neutral zone, carries it across himself. Oh, he hits a skate. And that would be the Spartans coming in, bringing it, skating up towards the net. And we have offsides. Took a little while for that whistle. It was kind of a slow whistle for offsides. And Patrick has mentioned this earlier. I think you can see that the Spartans just don't have the speed that the Utes do. We have a lot of speed on this Utes team, and a lot of skill, and their passes are definitely crisper.
Right. Yes. San Jose State, they look similar to the Utes. It's like a photocopy of the Utes, but just a little bit slower and just not as sharp. As,
yeah,
as
their passes are a little softer and not as sharp. Missing the tape to tape, as you say. Urch with a slap shot from the blue line, and Reese covers it up, and we'll have a face-off to his left, right, the other left, to his right. All right, and Zeke Endy's going to take the face-off for the Utes. Utes trying to control the puck. A little bit of scrum back there. Zeke Endy picks it up, skates behind the net, around the side, tries to go for a skate by, hits pad save, ends up getting picked up by one of the Spartans. Here they come. Oh, and they hit Madej right in the shin, and so he picks the puck up, centers up to Endy, centering pass to Templin, and in it goes. Porter Templin is right there for that rebound, sent it in. Looks like the 5-hole, or under the stick of Reese.
He actually beat the right pad there of Reese. It was Reese Bush. I mean, it was a really, really quick wrist shot. I mean, that's a display of one of the nicer wrist shots you're going to see at the M2 level right there. I mean, that was a quick wrister beating that right pad as Bush just, tried to stick that right leg out, but not quick enough.
Yep, couldn't quite get there. So the Utes are now on top 2-0 with 18 minutes, 15 seconds left in the second period. Okay, puck ends up in the Utah zone. Tomczyk trying to clear it out. Kurt trying to clear it out. Puck ends up going around back of the net the other side. Spartans control, sort of control. Send it to the corner, trying to cycle it through. That's Carl Roth in the corner. Sends it up to his point. Wrist shot from the point. And that is number 3, Harrison Fulmar. Utes trying to clear the zone. They do. Ooh, big fight along the boards, and that's Ellis. Ellis, number 61. He's a big guy. Osla trying to clear the puck out of his own zone. Finally, they do. Osla skates it across the blue line on the right wing, and he's fighting, trying to get in there. He's getting hauled down, but no penalty.
Yeah, Utah bench was wanting a penalty there.
He did get sat on and hauled down. Oh, big collision right there in the corner, and now we have a penalty.
That's going to be against the Utes. It's going to be a knee there, a knee infraction.
It is. I'm pretty sure that was Osla complaining he didn't get the call on the breakaway.
Yeah, Utah, not happy. That's a really unfortunate sequence of events there. You want a power play, and then you get a penalty kill.
Yep, so that's Ethan Kurtz going to go to the box. Was it kneeing or tripping?
It was a knee.
It was a knee, okay,
yes,
kneeing.
Yeah.
So 2 minutes for him, and the Utes going to be on a penalty kill. So on the penalty kill, it's going to be Mudd and Templin, and who's my number 18 today? Porter. And Bortoluzzi. So the Spartans are sending the puck around, cycling it around in their own zone. Puck gets stuck along the boards. Oh, and it coughs it up. Sam Mudd scoops it up, skates around behind his own net. Oh, big hit from behind. So the thing about these Spartans, they're definitely bigger than the Utes in terms of size.
They do have a big size advantage, yeah.
21, wrist shot from the circle. Oh my God, puck is bouncing around in the air in front of the crease. That shot from the circle was Julian Wooten, number 21, Spartans. That was a nice wrist shot, but Ruslo had it all the way. And we're gonna have a face-off to his left. Gonna get a fresh 4 out here. 1 minute, 26 seconds left in the penalty kill for the Utes. Who's gonna take that face-off? It's gonna be number 6, Kai Conti for the Utes, gonna take the face-off. Whittier going for it in the corner behind the net, fighting for it along with the Spartans who bring it out. And they're starting their cycle, send it over. Oh, really close to the net, he's gonna try and wrap around. Oh, and a one-timer from the circle again by number 61, that's Ryan Ellis. And the puck squirts out and into the neutral zone, and the Spartans are gonna have to regroup. 1 minute, 7 seconds left in the power play for the Spartans. And Dysart's trying to hustle in there and carry that puck in. Spartans control, another one-timer by Ellis, and the rebound comes out, and it's picked up by number 6, that's Christopher Dysart, who picks up the rebound off the goalie and into the net. And the Spartans have their first goal of the afternoon. It is now 2-1 with 16 minutes, 14 seconds left in the game. That is a power play goal for the Spartans.
Nice rebound clean up there.
They kind of failed to pick up that number 6, pick up Dysart when he skated in.
Yeah, Dysart, he just skated right in and picked up the loose change and converted. And it's a 1-goal game now. Big power play goal for the Spartans.
It is. And the Utes try and carry it into their own zone. Can't quite get it in there. And now we go. And that's Madej trying to skate it up the middle. He runs into a crowd. He's getting hung on to. Fighting for the puck. And he picks it up. Passes it to Tomacek, who tries a wrist shot from the point, but it gets pad save. And here come the Spartans. It's going to be 2-on-1. And that's number 25. It's going to take me a while to look him up. I can't see 25. Oh, well. Anyway, for the Spartans. And here come the Utes across the neutral zone. And that's Urch. And he goes and he sends it along behind the net. Centering pass and in. That was a perfect play. Centering pass by Madej to, was it Porter?
Porter Templin, his second of the night. Of the day, I should say.
So second goal by Porter Templin from that assist by Madej. And quickly the Utes are back to 2 up.
Second goal of the period for him, actually.
Wow.
Was that from Madej?
It was from Madej behind the net, yeah.
So Porter from Madej, second time this period that's happened.
So they are good partners. Whoa, wrist shot from Dysart, and looks like might have been a blocker deflection. Spartans maintain control in their zone. Yeah, the Utes really got to clear those guys out of that slot area and keep them from standing there, parking themselves in there. Oh, and a shot by Dysart hits the side of the net. Oh, excuse me, Ryan Ellis hits the side of the net. And the Spartans keep control of it in their zone. And finally, the puck comes out, fighting for it along the boards. Nice little pass in the neutral zone. Here comes Tomacek. He sends it in deep, and then he goes off for a change. And Bortoluzzi controls the puck in his own zone, sends it to his partner, who I can't quite see. And here comes the Spartans. That's number 7, Spielman, who tries to get around 19, who is Matthew Johnson, and unsuccessfully. Johnson comes up with it, starts the play from his own zone, looking for somebody to pass to, decides to carry it up himself along the left side, cross the wing, cross the blue line on the left wing, sends puck behind the net. Spartans scoop it up, trying to clear the zone, and they do. And here they come through the neutral zone, across the blue line on the left wing. Shot to Ruslo, who decides to hang on to it. And we're going to have a face-off to Ruslo's right in the Utah zone. It's been a pretty exciting game. The Spartans, and we have
like
a
Kai
penalty.
Conti is going to go to the box for a slash.
Slashing. The Spartans have really turned it on this period, too, and they're taking a lot more shots on goal.
Going to to be the third penalty of the game for the Utes.
So this is the problem they had before, is that they really need to watch those penalties. All right, so we've got the Utes, and taking the face-off, it's going to be Sam Mudd taking the face-off, facing Kevin Cole. Spartans control, and a quick shot from the left circle, and there's a big pileup in the crease, and now Brown and one of the Spartans is tangling up, and we've got, as I like to call it, a barn dance. Everybody's picking a partner, pairing off, and I'm sure
Burley going to the box for that. Number 20 for San Jose State.
I'm wondering, they're skating. That's Cole, I think. Oh, he's wearing the number early. You're right. I don't know who that is because we don't have that name on the roster. I think that's Kevin Cole. Maybe he's wearing somebody else's jersey because you're right. It says Burley, but there is no Burley on the roster, and I have Kevin Cole listed as number 20. So maybe he had to borrow somebody's jersey. And I was so busy looking that up, I didn't actually see the call. Is that going to be 2 minutes then for roughing? Oh!
I believe it'll be, maybe a roughing call, and then also a player in the box for the Utes.
And that is Brown, Michael Brown.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see
offsetting penalties.
If that actually is Kevin Cole or Burley, number 20, who's in the box right now. We'll see in the stats update.
All right, Spartans control, skating 4. Teams are skating 4-on-4 right now. Oh, I'm sorry, 5-on-5. Teams 5-on-4 because the Utes are down a man. And here comes number 18. That's Braxton Porter on a shorthanded attempt. Shot goes wide. Oh, and a big hit along the boards. Who is that who went down? Is that Sam Mudd? Sam Mudd jumps back up, grabs a stick, skates back into the fray.
Really good chance there from the Utes. Nice little 2-on-1 opportunity, but goes by the wayside. Let's get back up on the horse and try again.
Yep, Whittier controls, sends it in deep into the Spartan zone. 1 minute, 15 seconds left in the Utah penalty kill. Braxton Porter and one of the Spartans players going at it in the corner. Big pass, here we are in the Ute zone, trying to skate it around. He's gonna try and center it, and there's 2 Spartans parked right there in front of Ruslo, who managed to poke that puck away into the corner. Another centering pass, another one-timer, and that again is number 6, Christopher Dysart, standing there all by himself, waiting for the pass.
Just about to say, San Jose State had the right idea. They just weren't able to get the pass zippy enough, quick enough, or I should say, but they get another shot at it, and there you go. Quick one-timer there from Dysart.
Right, and another power play goal for the Spartans. So the Utes have been a man down on those 2 goals, but they really can't leave 2 guys parked there right in front of Ruslo because Ruslo can't guard them all. All right, 3-1, 13 minutes left in the second period. Still 56 seconds left on Conti's penalties, so the Utes are still going to be, they're not a man down. What happened?
Power play goal, they get the...
so the thing is still up there. All right, so the Utes controlling their own zone. I'm looking at the clock and getting confused. And they skated into the Spartan zone, and that would be number 16. That's Porter Templin. He skates around behind the net, tries a centering pass. Puck bounces around in the circle. Spartans pick it up, skate it behind their own net, into the corner, trying to clear the zone. And we got them fighting in the corner. Zeke Indy comes up with it. He sends a centering pass, one-timer, and it works. What works for the Spartans works for the Utes.
That's a beautiful pass right there.
Zeke Indy had his head up the whole time, skated over, and that's that sharp, crisp pass you were talking about. There's no way that Reese could catch up to that. So
and
that's
that shot as well was just textbook.
And it looks like that's Austin Siemenkowski, number 19. I'm sorry, Matthew Johnson, number 19, who put it in the net. Yep.
Number 19, yeah, for the Utes.
Matthew Johnson puts it in. That might be his first goal of the season. He's got a couple assists. He's got some assists, but that might be his first goal of the season. So we're now 5-2 in the second period. Utes controlling their own zone, send it up to the neutral zone. And here goes Zeke Indy. He's got speed. He's got Urch. He's got Madej. I'm sorry. He's looking for. He goes for a wrist shot, bounces off somebody's body into the corner. Madej picks it up. Centering pass for Madej. And here comes Urch with a one-timer from the high slot. Oh, and it hits a skate. And here come the Spartans. It's going to be 2-on-2. At 94, Carl Roth skates it across the blue line on the left wing. Puck ends up in the corner, fighting for it. And Madej comes up with it, and we've got a penalty coming up on the Utes. I'm not sure what the penalty was for. So it's going to be Porter Templin going into the box, 2 minutes for cross-checking. I didn't see that hit. All right, now it's really important for the Utes to not give up a goal on this power play. They've given up 2 now in 2 power plays. They got to shut that down. So killing the penalty for the Utes, it's going to be Conti taking the face-off. Whittier is going to be to his left. And then we've got, looks like Kurt and Tomacek. And the Utes actually do manage to clear the puck out of the zone. Spartans have to come out and regroup. And the Spartans send it in. Carl Ross sends it in. And the Utes trying to clear the puck. Tomacek finally does. Tomacek sends it across the line. And Zeke Indy's going to go chase after it. Along with the Spartan player. He comes up with it. Oh, and then he loses it. Spartans send it around behind their own net. And along the right boards. That's number 67. Oh, 61, Ryan Ellis. And they're fighting for it, and finally, Conti sends it into the zone. And the Spartans come in and bring it into the Utah zone. They've got 1 minute, 3 seconds left on their power play. Looking for something to pass to, cycling up to the point, back into the corner, back up to the point, all the way across, high slot. They're playing keep away, and centering pass goes all the way through. From the high slot, back to the left circle. Again to the high slot. Now to the right circle. Still looking for somebody to pass to. 39 seconds left in the penalty. They're really taking their time. And finally the puck ends up behind the net. Fighting for it behind the net, fighting for it behind the net. Big scramble in the crease and the puck pops out.
Nice try to wrap around there for San Jose State.
He was, yeah. He had a crowd. Oh, wrist shot by Fulmer. Goes wide. And Utah is still trying to clear the puck, but Fulmer keeps it in. And slap shot from the circle by 94 Carl Roth. And 5 seconds left, 4 seconds left. Power play is almost done. Oh, and there's a guy in front of the net. And then finally, oh my goodness. The Utes just clear the puck out of the crease. The teams are back to full strength. And boy, we're just having a hard-hitting, fighting game tonight. Another wrist shot from the high point. Puck ends up behind the net, still in Utah zone. They got to really get that puck out of their own zone. Spartans playing a little keep away. The Utes are looking a little disorganized right now. They're not really picking up their man.
Tired too.
And they're looking tired too. They need a shift change.
Has been
Pounding them. They've been pounding them. All right, here comes Conti, and he dumps it in because he's going for a line change. All right, Spartans pick it up. That was a good point, Patrick. They were getting pretty worn out. Urch picks it up, sends it in to the Spartan zone. And they send it around the back of the net. And number 21, that is Julian Wooten, sends it all the way into the Utah zone. Ooh, big hit by Urch in the corner there. Brown picks it up, sends it up to Osola, who loses the handle on the puck. Spartans recover behind their own net, send it along the boards. Skating it across the neutral zone. Oh, and that pass gets sent, and a little bit of ping pong in the neutral zone, and finally number 21, Wooten, sends it in, goes for a wrist shot as soon as he crosses the blue line. Nice blocker save by Rusolo. And scrambling for the puck, and here comes Zeke Indy, comes up with it. And the Spartans just slap it into the zone because they want a line change. And Osola sends it up to Indy. Indy skates it across the blue line, a left wing, wrist shot, and the goalie, Reese, has the rebound. He loses the rebound for a second, ends up jumping on top of it. That puck popped straight up in the air, and he wasn't looking up. He was trying to figure out where the puck was going, and then he had to pounce on it. Got 8 minutes left in the second period. It's a pretty exciting game. Even though the Spartans are getting outshot 2-1, they're making the shots count. And they're giving the Utes a run for the money. I think the physical play is starting to catch up on the Utes, too. The size differential is really catching up on the Utes.
Yeah, Utes, size isn't always everything. San Jose State trying to kind of force their physical presence here on the Utes, but Utah doing a good job just throwing shots on. If you throw shots on net, they'll go in, obviously. But San Jose State not backing down. They're
And
still in
making
this
them
one.
pay for that physically.
There you
Basically
go, big
making them
hit.
pay for it. Yep, big hits.
The
Big
corner.
hits. All right. And puck ends up back in the Spartan zone. Fulmar takes it up behind the net and then passes it up to number 5. Utah, Tretiak in the neutral zone. Passes it off. Utes trying to regroup to set up their breakout. Borluzzi skates it up the left side and then runs into trouble. Puck pops out and the Spartan loses his edge, so Tretiak picks up the puck. Whoa, and he tries to pass it into the neutral zone, but 2 Utes got a little confused, didn't pick it up. And Borluzzi comes again up with it on the right side, gets across the blue line. Oh, and he loses the handle on the puck. Oh, and he poke checks it loose. Going for a line change. Boy, everybody's flopping around. Like, people are just losing edges and falling down. One-timer by Michael Brown hits a bunch of bodies, ends up in the corner. Ellis trying to clear the puck along the ice. Brown keeps it in. Another wrist shot, hits a shin pad, ends up in the opposite corner. Baksh going after it in the corner. And that's looks like Carpenter throws it in. Oh, sorry, Stevenson throws it in. And then here comes Siemenkowski carrying around behind his own net. I'm sorry, not Siemenkowski. That's 19, Matthew Johnson. I'm sorry, Matthew, I keep calling you the wrong name. That's Siemenkowski. He sends it in to Sam Mudd, who tries to pass it back, but they miss the pass. And Whittier comes on fresh from his line change just in time to carry the puck across the blue line. Ends up in the corner, now along the boards. And one-timer by Brown, wrist shot by Brown goes a little wide. And the Spartans carry it across the blue line. I'm sorry, into the neutral zone, now across the blue line. And he ends up giving up the puck. He didn't really have any help. Osola picks it up, passes it up to Brown. Brown skates it along the left wing, across the blue line, goes in. Sam Mudd chases after it. Ooh, big hit there in the corner. And the Utes control in the Spartan zone, trying to set up a play behind the net. Then off to the point. And a one-timer by Brown goes way wide. Madej tries to center it again, but unfortunately there's no Utes there. The Spartans have it, and they clear the zone. And here they come. Oh, and number 26, Whittier, tries to go for a poke check, but he does slow the guy down. Madej goes down. Whittier comes up with the pass, with the puck. Oh, and a bad pass trying to clear the zone. Fortunately, poke check loose by Madej. Oh, loses his stick. That was a wild one. Brown skates in the corner, go pick up the puck. Controlling the puck. Trying to clear it out of the zone. And there's a big scrum in the corner. You've got Madej in there. We've got Porter Templin in there. We've got a bunch of Spartans in there. Puck is still stuck along the boards. Finally comes out. And the Spartans send it in deep and go for a line change. And Utah controls. Here comes Whittier along the left side, across the blue line, and he's going to go and look for somebody to center to. Puck hits a shin pad. Got a big hit back there behind the net. Puck stuck in the corner. Zeke Endy digging for it. Zeke Endy comes up with it. He skates around the back. He's looking for a centering pass, looking for his teammates. 4 minutes, 12 seconds left in the period. He just skates around by himself and into the goal. That's Zeke Endy.
That's Zeke Endy indeed. I was just about to make a good point about the San Jose State D was actually staying home there. There was a good couple of defensive plays there by the Spartans. But Endy, I mean,
he just skates around him.
I was going to say, he can do what he does best, is skate around those guys and take quick wristers and fire them in the top of the net. And you see it right there. Like, there's not much San Jose State can do in that situation. It's just a faster, better player right there. But to the credit of San Jose State, they were staying home on D that time. And there you go, Zach Endy just showcasing his skill.
Yeah, and he hung onto the puck. So he's looking for a pass, didn't have a pass, and just kept skating around and said, well, I might as well just shoot it. I got an open lane, I'll shoot it. He's really developing as a player. He's really developing as a scoring force. He's a lot of fun to watch.
You got to think, I mean, with tryouts kind of being combined, these guys could even be playing for M1 spots next year to get the call up, or just get the call up if someone gets hurt.
They could. So, and there's an interesting setup for that. Oh, nice shot there by the Spartans, deflected by Rusilo, and Osola comes up with it. That shot was 21, was Wooten. And here comes number 13. That's Ethan Kurt. Carries across the blue line on the left wing. Skates along behind the net. Looking for a centering pass. He tries a wraparound. And here comes Urch diving, trying to keep the puck in, but he loses the puck. And the Spartans just send it in behind the net of the Utes, and it's going to be icing because there was nobody there to retrieve it.
We've already had that happen. We had Patrick O'Donnell, Mets 2 goaltender, called up for the ASU series in Tempe. I actually had the pleasure of going down there for that series, and O'Donnell had to come in and play in game 1 of that series, and he came up huge. I mean, you know, getting that call up, it's not easy to do. You know, it's a different level of hockey, especially on the road. But there you go, a player from M2 team going up to the M1 team, and it happens, folks.
Sam Mudd facing off against, that looks like number 20, Kevin Cole. And nobody controls it, and somebody, okay, now Sam Mudd picks it up, but it turns out he was offsides. Puck must have come across the blue line, and then he got ahead of himself. So we're going to have another face-off. This time it'll be just outside the blue line. 3 minutes, 8 seconds left in the second period. Utes lead 5-2. And it was interesting. The reason they called Patrick up there was one of our goalies in the M1, men's D1, actually had an exam.
Right.
So he couldn't fly. So these are student athletes. They're still going to take their classes and pass their exams. All right, fighting for it along the boards. Oh, big hit there along the boards by Sam Mudd. And the puck ends up behind the Spartans' own net. Fulmar picks it up, sends it along the boards. Siemankowski sends it back to one of his own Ute player, and they're starting their breakout. And back, Siemankowski then picks it up. Oh, and he tries to carries across the blue line. He was almost offside. He almost skated in backwards. But he gets the puck in first, and now the puck's behind the net in the Spartan zone. And that's number 18. That's Braxton Porter's trying a centering pass. Puck is still in the corner. Tretiak finally digs it out. Looking for somebody to pass to. Looking for somebody, carries it himself. Oh, and a poke check. That was a smart poke check by the Spartans player. So now Matthew Johnson picks it up. He's going to skate it behind his own net. Oh, nope, he's going to send it up to Tretiak. Oh, and that was a bad centering pass by Johnson. Wrist shot by Spartans player number 94. Goes high. And now they're going to reset, and Fulmar has it in the neutral zone. He passes off to the far side. That's Logan Spielman. And then number 86 carries it across the line on the left side, sends it behind the net. And Bortoluzzi picks it up. Bortoluzzi tries to send it around the net. Now we've got Johnson and then Siemankowski. He finally clears the zone and then heads off to the bench. And now that's Nolan Carpenter trying to keep the puck in the zone. Spartans come up with it. Regrouping. Got a minute, 28 seconds left in the period. Utah still leading 5-2. They carry it into the Utah zone. They would really like a score, I'm sure, one more score before the buzzer sounds at the end of the period. Puck ends up behind the net. And the Spartans are still scrapping for it. Utah clears the zone, and Stevenson goes down trying to control the puck, but finally Utes come up with it, and that's Michael Brown, who then hands it off to 21, Nolan Carpenter. He's going to skate it down the left side across the blue line. He skates it himself, waiting for his help, and he passes off to Tretiak, who drops it to Stevenson, who does a one-shot, and it's a beautiful one, but a little bit high.
Just a bit too high, but
it was
great
a nice
idea.
one-timer.
Really nice
clapper.
slap shot.
And now Stevenson carries it in by himself. He centers it with a backhand. That was a smart play. Unfortunately, it hit his skate, and now it comes out. Here comes the Spartans along the right side. They send it in deep. 31 seconds left in the period. Wooten trying to keep it in, and now that's Fulmer, and he's got a chance. He sends it in, centers it, hits a skate, deflects wide. Ellis tries to send it in and bounce off a skate. Stevenson's in there fighting for it. Utes are fighting for it. Puck ends up behind the net, all the way to the other side. Fulmer's got it on the point. He sends it back along the boards. 8 seconds left. Can they do it? Can they do it? They're still keeping it in the Utah zone. Another wrist shot. He knows he doesn't have any time, and Ruslo jumps on the puck just as the buzzer sounds. We've got a little bit of post-whistle activity, but nothing too serious.
It looks like the referees will just say that's the end of the period, even though that puck was frozen. I think right before the...
Yeah, fractions of seconds. There's no point to it. Just one more chance for him to get into a scrum.
Right. That's actually a perfect way of putting it. That's probably how these referees saw that, because This is the ACHA after all, and that happens quite a bit. So they're
going to start getting chippy this third period for sure.
Oh, for sure. San Jose State knows they can get in this game, and Utah's doing a good job frustrating them, just offensively, defensively. So, the more you get frustrated as a team, the more that's going to come out.
Yes, and 3 goals is not a huge instrumental difference, and San Jose must realize that they're not that far behind. It would only take a couple of quick goals, and they'd be right back in there.
Right.
So we will take a quick break, and we will see you for the third period, folks.
Welcome to the Rocky Mountains.
Welcome to open trails and new vistas.
Welcome to stunning Red Rock.
Welcome to the greatest snow on earth.
By the tree of broken glass, where the home
Welcome to game day fun.
anything could last. So let's go and take the words that we know.
Welcome to
Toss
the
them
party!
in the sea of thoughtful dreams. But if you listen, you can still hear
Welcome to Pac-12 Sports.
our names, calling out our names.
Welcome to world-class research.
We'll keep on standing tall. This world is in our hands. So get up and grab your
Welcome to the arts.
Have no trip. We are tough as nails. Come on, this is our land.
Welcome to real-world experiences.
We can go to the bridge that crosses over fear.
Welcome to a great education.
Love and what it does to those they hold near. So let's run till the water.
Welcome to new friends.
We can toss our worries far away from our hearts. And if you listen,
Welcome to the time of your life.
not hear them calling out our names, calling out our
Welcome to all you can imagine.
Though we might faint and fall, we'll keep on standing tall. This world is in our hands. So get up and grab and walk and see. Those gray clouds look close, but we have come and gone.
Welcome to the University of Utah.
So get up and grab and walk and see.
All right, welcome back, everyone. We are about to start the third period of play. The Utes are leading the Spartans 5-2, and should be an exciting period because I don't think the Spartans are ready to give up just yet. And off we go. That was Zeke Andy taking the face-off versus 19 for the Spartans, Troy Smith. And the Utes end up with this puck in their own zone. Matthew Johnson sends it along the boards to Madej. Still trying to clear the zone to Zeke Andy, who skates it through the neutral zone past his defender, and puck got a little bit ahead of him, and it's going to be icing.
This is the Utah Utes M2 team, their first game against an opponent that is not located in the state of Utah.
The Utah, yeah. It's been very Utah heavy
Yes.
on the schedule for them in this early part of the season.
They were supposed to go to Stanford and San Jose State in mid-October, but road trip got canceled for unforeseen circumstances. I believe it was flights were some issues, but good to see San Jose State coming out to Salt Lake.
San Jose had been struggling from the same problem for quite a few cancellations on their schedule as well, between travel problems and the pandemic. So Madej skates it in to the corner in the Spartan zone. Oh, a big scrum in front of the net. The puck comes loose.
It's a big save.
Big save. And I need to apologize. I've been calling the Spartans goalie the wrong name. It's Nicholas Cheklenis in the goal. My apologies for that. I need to also thank Ryan, the broadcaster for the Spartans, who has helped me with name pronunciations. And again, to the folks who are listening from San Jose, I'm sorry. It took me 2 periods to figure that out. But Cheklenis will definitely get credit in the stats where it counts.
You can see that San Jose State broadcaster, he's over there doing all of it by
He's
himself.
doing all of it by himself.
Camera, he's got doing the camera, commentary, looking at the names, producing.
Yeah, we're spoiled here. We got all we have to do is just talk.
Yeah.
All right, so the Utes are controlling the Spartan zone, and as soon as I said that, they lose the puck, and here comes, that's number 8, John Parsons, down the left wing, across the blue line, centering pass to number 5. Boy, he hits the boards hard after
Very
that. I
hard.
hope he's okay. He just kind of lost an edge and just slammed into the back boards there. And, that's Brooks Rossi. Brooks Rossi. So we're going to have a face-off to the left of O'Donnell. O'Donnell, now I did to our own team. To Ruslo in our own zone. And it's Condi taking the face-off. Spartans control. Wrist shot from the high point by Tydinko goes wide. Utes are trying to clear the puck out of their zone. They finally do. And that's Kurt trying to clear the zone there, but now the Spartans pick it up, carry it across the line on the left wing, and the poor Spartan, he was straddling the line. Rossi was trying to straddle the line to keep him from going outside, and his skate got just a little bit too far. He's having a good laugh there with the linesman because he knows what happened. I tried to keep my foot outside of the zone, couldn't quite do it. So there's going to be a face-off just outside the blue line.
So after this, next weekend, Utah will finally get to take their trip to
California.
Northern California.
To make up for those games they lost.
Play at Berkeley, and then they'll play at San Jose State.
All
Should
right.
be some nice contests, winnable games for the Utes.
Yeah, I'm not sure how good Cal is this year. I didn't look at their record. Brown centering pass. One-timer by Whittier goes wide. And then another centering pass. And Braxton Porter just misses a chance at it. Spartans control, coming through the neutral zone. And then they lose it, and here comes Sam Mudd crossing the blue line on the right side. He sends it in, and it goes wide. Siemankowski managed to keep the puck in. Oh, and then it finally squirts loose. Whittier's got the puck in his own zone. He sends it across to Sam Mudd. Sam Mudd skates it into the zone. Actually, just sends it into the zone and then goes to the bench for a change. And then looks like Spartans might have a little bit of a break here. That's number 6. Dysart skates it in behind the net, but he's all by himself. Doesn't have a lot of help. Gets tied up in the corner. And then there's Tretiak fighting for the puck. And he sends it behind the net, along the net to, looks like, who is that? I can't see his number. All right, puck comes in through the neutral zone. Siemiatkowski was fighting for it. And then now here comes that pesky Dysart comes across the line with it again. Whittier tries to clear it, and then Ruslo tries to break up that centering pass. Traffic shot through traffic by Tydinko. Perfect shot through traffic. Ruslo is screened, and now it is a 5-3 goal game with the Spartans getting within 2. 16:23 left in the period and in the game.
Spartans finding out if you just put that puck on net, good things will happen. And right before that goal, though, nice play there by Ruslo to have an active stick. Goaltenders with an active stick tend to obviously be better, but not only for that reason, but when you have an active stick, it allows your players to set up that breakout easier, like behind the net, you can paddle a little away. And obviously telegraphing those through slot passes are what, save goaltenders from having to face those deadly, front of the net doorstep chances.
With like 3 or 4 rebounds coming off and hitting you all over the place. All right, so we've got a stoppage in play. Was that icing? I was listening to your wonderful explanation about active stick, and I didn't pay attention to what happened.
Looks like it should be an offsides or an icing, maybe.
Must be icing, because they were over here. Sure is a lot of discussion going
San
on.
Jose State doesn't like something.
Yeah, they're really not too happy about something. All right, well, we're going to have a face-off in the Spartan zone to the right of Chelensky. Tretiak's taking the face-off for the Utes, and the Utes control. And here we go. They're passing it around. Tomczyk sends it around behind the net. Carpenter is there, but he misses it. And the Spartans do clear the zone. Oh, nice there. Wow, that was a second baseman play by Urch to glove the puck and then bring it back down to his feet. And the Utes control the puck in the Spartan zone. Stevenson going after it next to the boards. Oh, Urch tries to keep it in, but it trickles out. And oh my goodness, that Dysart picks it up and skates across the blue line himself. Tries to skate in towards the goal. He does get around the defender, and Ruslo jumps on it. So he got around Tomczyk, and Ruslo saw it coming and jumped on it.
It's good to have players like Dysart on your team who can make those moves and have good hands and stick handle through players, but you're only as good as the rest of your team in a lot of circumstances like that.
He's been by himself a lot.
Right, because, again, you run out of room. He made the move, and he had his momentum going forward. He just ran out of room. It went right into the goaltender, and, that's when you want to have a player right there and make a nice cross-slot pass and bury a puck.
All right, and the Spartans do manage to clear the puck out of the zone. Or, I'm sorry, the Utes managed to clear the puck out of the zone. Now I'm getting all confused who's going left and right. All right, Spartans start their play, send it in deep all the way along the boards, around the back. Spartans still control, and it's because I didn't notice, but Carpenter's in the box. So we are on a power play for the Spartans. Nolan Carpenter ended up in the box on a penalty. And the Utes clear the zone, send the puck all the way down to the other end. Chiklenis dumps it off to Tydinko, who starts his breakout. Oh, and there's Madej decides to pester him a little bit, not make it quite so easy for him to get it out of the zone. And then the Spartans are trying to set up their breakout, and finally here comes Kevin Cole, brings it across the line, and then a wrist shot on goal, and Ruslo decides to hang on to it. Minute, 7 seconds left in the Utah penalty. And we've got a fresh 4 coming out. It's going to be Endy taking the face-off. Conti will be there, Johnson, and Bortoluzzi is the 4th man on this penalty kill. And the Spartans with a quick shot from the high point gets deflected and sent off to the side. Oh, and now it looks like Endy's going to skate in deep, and he's facing up against the goalie, trying to beat the goalie for the puck, who wisely clears the puck out of the zone. Fighting for it along the boards. Spartans come up with it. Oh, and he tries to send a pass to his teammate. It goes off his skate and bounces back all the way back into their own goal. Their own zone, not their goal. And the Spartans are trying to regroup. 36 seconds left in the penalty against the Utes. And the puck gets turned over. Conti's got a chance at a wrist shot. Pad save. And they blow the whistle, and Conti's having a little conversation afterwards. They're probably just talking about wings places. Best wings.
I mean, yeah, I was about to say, they got all this time after the game to spend here in Salt Lake. They're probably
That's right.
saying, where y'all going for
Where
dinner?
y'all go for dinner, man? All right, and the Utes win the draw. Oh, and he tried a centering pass to Kurt, who lost the handle on it, and now the Spartans got a chance. And that was Dysart again carrying across the left wing. He goes ahead and wrists it towards the goal, and Ruslo makes a blocker or stick save, and it goes up and hits the netting, and we're going to have a face-off to Ruslo's right. And the Spartans decide this is a good time to put some fresh legs on the ice, so they go for a line change. All right, and the Utes win the face-off. And here comes Urch. He carries it up out of the zone, across the neutral zone, across the blue line on the right side. And he tries for a centering pass, but it hits somebody in the skate, bounces right back. Oh, and we got a pile of bodies going down, and they're going to call out a tripping. Oh, my goodness. I can't believe it.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a softer trip call. I can see why you do it, but.
Kind of looked like two skaters getting tangled up, and one of them went down, one of them didn't.
Right.
But nonetheless. So they're going to call Osla on the penalty. I don't think Osla was on the ice when the penalty happened. I think he just got on the ice for the line change.
Yeah, looks like there might be an unsportsmanlike.
Oh, so you've got two of them going in the box. Okay, so Urch goes into the box, 2 minutes for tripping, and Osola goes in for unsportsmanlike, which is typically a penalty that happens after the play, which means he probably said the magic word or did something like that. That was not a smart play.
Preventable penalties.
Well, and it also means that the Utes are going to be skating 5-on-3, defending 5-on-3 for 2 minutes. So the 3 on the ice for the Utes, it looks like it's going to be Whittier, Brown, and Madej. And I'm guessing that Madej is probably going to take the face-off. Looks like he's going to take a face-off against Carl Roth. Oh, no. A little bit of confusion here on the lines. Oh, so it's 5-on-4.
Yeah, so that's got to be some sort of 5-minute penalty against...
right, against Osola.
Osola, yeah.
One-timer by number 7, Spielman, and boy, that penalty, it really cost him. Now the Spartans are within 1. It's 5-4 Spartans on that power play.
And so Urch's penalty will be nullified now. That's a power play goal for the Spartans. He'll come out, use back to full strength. And what we heard from the public address announcer is that Ozola's penalty is a 10-minute misconduct.
10-minute?
He will. We'll see once it comes up here to our stat sheet, but it looks like he'll be done for the rest of today.
And that also means that they're going to be shorthanded for 10 minutes? Wow.
Well, no, it's a 10-minute misconduct. He sits in the penalty box for 10 minutes.
But they're not short.
I believe then he goes to the locker room after that.
All right. All right, so Whittier's trying to control the puck, and oh my goodness, a big scramble in front of the net. And Ruslo jumps on it. Kevin Cole had a really good chance at getting that puck in there. It was just a big scramble in the crease, and Ruslo pounces on it and stops that from going in. The Spartans have really upped their shots on goal this period. They're 18 shots, and the Utes are 27.
San Jose State, they're in this game.
They are in this game.
They got 13 minutes to score 1 goal. Very possible.
They do. All right, and here we go. Chelensky sends it behind the net, and he's looking for his defender to come pick up the puck, and the Utes actually get there first, and now the Utes have a chance to keep it in. Bortoluzzi sends it around behind the net. And the goalie's kind of stretching. I wonder if something happened in that pileup. All right. In the corner, Utes and Spartans fighting for the puck. Nobody's got it yet. Finally, one of the Spartans comes up with it. Nope, not yet. Still fighting for it along the boards. Johnson gets it on the point, tries to send it in, but it hits somebody in the pads and comes right back out. And the Utes send it back into the zone, and it's Madej. He's looking for a centering pass. He passes up to Johnson, one-timer, stick save by Lechensky. Check-Lennis. Sorry again, I'm just gonna mess that up. All right, and the Utes pick up the puck in their own zone and regroup. Sends it up to Madej on the right side. Johnson tries to keep it in. And the puck comes loose, and here comes a Spartan along the left wing, across the blue line. He's centering pass. That was centering pass to Roth, and it goes pad save by Russillo. Now here comes Rossi. And the puck's going to bounce around there in the middle slot. And that wrist shot goes high. So we're going to have a face-off to Russillo's left. The Utes are going to change him up. We've got 11 minutes, 52 seconds in the game, in the period. Spartans only trail by 1, scores 5-4. Mudd in there for the faceoff for the Utes. Puck ends up behind the net. Urch goes to retrieve it. And they're still fighting for it behind the net. And it finally squirts out. Spartans send it back along the boards. And Tomacek finally ends up with it in the corner. He's going to try and get it along the boards, but he doesn't quite get it clear, and the Utes get a little bit tied up there. Sam Mudd comes in to try and help. Still not able to clear it out of the zone, and finally it comes out of the zone. Spartans seem to maintain control, though. Oh, I spoke too soon. Siemenkowski in there. And the puck is bouncing around the neutral zone, a little bit of ping pong there, back and forth. And then number 18, that's Braxton Porter, tries to send it up. But the Spartans come up with it, skated across the blue line on the right side. And Carl Roth ends up in the corner, still in the youth zone. The Spartans are passing the puck along. And then that number 2, Tyndinko, tries a wrist shot, but it goes off somebody's leg and bounces back out. Braxton Porter tries to skate it across himself. He doesn't have a whole lot of help. And the puck ends up back in the neutral zone, and Michael Brown picks it up in his own zone. He sends it up to Kurt. And the Spartans send it back into the youth zone. Michael Brown picks it up in the corner. And he comes out with it, still trying to clear the zone. Finally they do, and then now it's going to be a foot race. Conti's going to get there first. He centers it to Kurt, but it hits a stick and comes out and pounces out of the zone. And the Spartans pick it up. And Fulmar carries it in. He centers it, but there's nobody there, not in blue. Conti comes up with it. He skates across the blue line himself, drops it back to Whittier. Whittier's trying to center it to Kurt. Kurt has a wrist shot, and it's on goal, and Chelensky has to sit on it. And we got a little bit, here we go. Yeah, here we go. Here's our post-whistle action.
You get a close game like this, and
yeah, close game, and it's going to happen.
Flare.
And it looks like Kurt's going to go get some time to cool off. I only see one guy going into the box, though. Oh, nope, they got the other box open, too. Here he goes. We've got 10 minutes, 3 seconds left to play. The score is, it's a tight game, 5-4. So we've got roughing for number 3, Fulmar of the Spartans. I did not see the Utes penalty, but I'm assuming it's another 2-minute penalty.
Most likely offsetting roughing penalties.
Probably offsetting roughing. All right, so it'll be 5-on-5. And the Utes are going to take their face-off. Tretiak's going to take the face-off in the Spartan zone. And it's going to be to Cheklenis's left. I'm sorry, to his right. I'm getting left and right all mixed up today. And here we go.
Fulmar and Kurt were chatting down there.
They were.
Or trying to.
Maybe it was a hug. Maybe it was a group hug.
In the penalty box, but.
All right, Tretiak goes for a centering pass. Oh, and Bortoluzzi loses an edge, and so he's unable to keep the puck in the zone. So he skates back, and they start over. Johnson up to Carpenter, who loses the handle of the puck. And then Tretiak keeps it in, and Carpenter's back there in the middle. And Cheklenis has a little bit of trouble hanging on to it, so he just sits on it. Gonna have another face-off. And it is getting a little chippy out there.
And like I mentioned earlier, this game being the first non-Utah game. That's also the first conference game for the Utes, so conference games extra important.
The Pac-8 games.
Pac-8 games, even though there's no longer 8 teams in the conference, there's actually 16.
Yes, so it is kind of funny they call it Pac-8.
They doubled up, so conference game for the Utes. If they could get a win here, that'd be huge. And, obviously, right now it says that non-conference record-wise, just by their straight-up record, they they're midway through the pack, it looks like, in the conference, but
The California triple helped to add some more pack 8.
yes, yeah, the
Pac-8
triple,
games.
that triple hopefully get the Utes into a stable position in the Pac 8 going into winter break, and then after that they'll have some chances at home against Southern California, a couple
And
other teams as
they get
well.
to stay home a lot, so that's kind of what's nice about January. All right, Condi comes up with it in his own zone. Here we go. He's got some help. Passes it to Stevenson. Stevenson ends up in the corner with it. Oh, and he tries to send it up to the boards, but he whiffs on it a little bit, so the Spartans come up with it, and they carry it out of their own zone. Down the left side. That's 94. Roth carries across the blue line left side, and he loses the puck. And it ends up, Stevenson goes back in the corner in the Spartan zone. But then the Spartans pick it up behind their own net. They start their breakout through the neutral zone. Tomacek sends it back up, and Stevenson tries for his third try across the blue line. Condi's got it. He centers it to Tomacek with a wrist shot, blocker save. Puck ends up in the corner. Stevenson there, trying to get it out. Tomacek doesn't realize that his partner needs a little bit of help, but he's got to skate backwards to defend his goal. And the Spartans send it into the Ute zone, and we're going to have icing. So the puck's going to come back into the Spartan zone for a face-off. We've got 8 minutes and 16 seconds left in the period. 13 seconds on the left on the offsetting penalties. We've got a tight game here, hard hitting. The Spartans only need one to tie it up, so this is going to be a tough one these last 8 minutes. All right. And Zeke Endy takes his face-off, and the Spartans manage to kick it out of their zone, but they use control in the neutral zone. Urch skates it back in across the blue line. Wrist shot, wrist run across the blue line. He looks up at the ceiling. That one went a little high. He had pretty much
the crossbar.
open. Yeah, ticked the crossbar, right? And he had open net, and I think he was thinking if he had held on to it one more step, he would have had it on goal.
It would have been a big goal. I mean,
there we go with a pile up right there on the blue line. I'm sorry. He just kind of toppled over there. And oh my goodness, it's going to be offsides. So Porter Templin thought he waited long enough, but apparently he went in, got into the zone a little earlier. It might have been actually his teammate Zeke Endy might have been stuck still on the wrong side of the blue line because he's kind of shaking his head. So Zeke Endy's going to take the face-off just outside the Spartan zone. I'm sure the Utes would really love an insurance goal at this point.
right, yeah.
And this is the powder shooting line, so let's see if they can get it. Spartans control, though, and they bring it across the blue line all by himself. He takes a wrist shot, deflected by Ruslo. Spartans trying to wrap it around there. We got a bunch of people standing in front, and one-timer by number 7. He gets a second chance, and then somebody comes out and kicks it with his feet. It looks like Urch does a sliding save, and the puck pops out, and Madej passes it to Endy, who almost gets the goal in there, but he loses his blade, loses an edge, and down he goes. Puck's in the corner. And the Utes are still control. Endy skates it across from the high slot and just throws it in there, bounces it off the backboards, but nobody's there to pick it up.
It's good slot D there from Utah a little bit while back. That could have just stopped a San Jose State tying goal.
Yes.
I mean, there was a guy just dancing around the slot there, but the Utah defense really just sliding
Spielman.
bodies in. And
He got multiple chances at that one, and a glove save by Chuck Lennis will result in a face-off. And I'm guessing 2 is left. 6 minutes, 45 seconds left in this one goal game. Looks like Sam Mudd's going to take that face-off. And Spartans are really stacking up their defense between the circle and the goal right there. Linesman's not happy with the lineup. And here we go. Nope, he's still not happy. All right, so our new face-off rule is that, he's not supposed to send him out. The new face-off rule is you get a warning the first time. Second time, it's actually a 2-minute minor. No longer sending people out of the circle for violating the face-off instructions. All right, and the Spartans control. They send it through the neutral zone. And that's number 8, John Parsons, trying to fight with Whittier to carry it across the line. Whittier loses sight of the puck for a second, but then he ends up with it. He skates it up. Oh, and then it gets poke checked back into the Ute zone. So the Utes scoop it up behind their own net. That's Brown. Brown sends it up. Oh, and it goes off someone's skate all the way into the Spartan zone. He was trying to get it to Braxton Porter, and it hit Porter in the skate and got away from him. 6 minutes, 12 seconds left. This is an exciting, close game.
San Jose State looking to get a bounce or something just to bring this thing to overtime.
And they're really pushing hard, although they're looking a little bit like they're running out of gas. Their roster is very small. They don't have a lot of subs.
Take a look at their bench over there. I mean,
not too many heads over there.
Yeah.
All right, and Trediak controls in the Spartan zone. He's in the corner, trying to get it up to somebody.
Eight players on their bench.
Yeah, right. Very, very short roster. All right. And the Spartans send the puck along the zone, and it goes all the way across the neutral zone. The Utes regain control. Trediak's got it, and then Carpenter picks it up. He skates it across, but he's got to run into two people, so he ends up losing the puck. Here comes Dysart. And then Stevenson trying to pick it up, and now it's in the Ute zone. Dysart again in from the circle. He drops it back to the point. Nice slap shot by number 2, Tyndinko, but a nice blocker save by Ruslo. 5 minutes, 26 seconds left. Oh, and a centering pass by Dysart again. That puck is bouncing around, but then finally Trediak picks it up, passes it to Carpenter. Carpenter tries to carry it across, but then turnover. Here comes number 7, that's Logan Spielman. He goes for a shot, and nice pad save by Ruslo, and then he covers up the rebound. We're gonna have a face-off to his right. That's a nice play by Ruslo. Puck came out, rebounded off his nice pad save. It bounced out, and he realized he had a Spartan player bearing down on him, so he just jumped on it.
You wonder when San Jose State will pull their goaltender if this draws out longer.
Good point. Good point. Keep an eye on that for me.
They really haven't had sustained success in the Utah end for a super long time. So you might be hesitant to pull them, but we'll see.
On the other hand, the Spartans defense has been pretty good at breaking up the plays. All right, so Utes now back in the neutral zone. Bortoluzzi trying to get it back, start another play. Johnson to Conti, to Kurt. He skates around behind the net, comes around the other side. Ooh, and he whiffs on the pass. And then he skates it across himself. Nice drop pass to Conti. And then Johnson with a one-timer. And the puck ends up just outside the crease. Chekletis jumps on it. We're going to have a face-off to his left. 4 minutes, 24 seconds left in the game. Both teams come up with some fresh lines. Oh, this is our power scoring line. Zeke Endy's going to take the face-off. Puck ends up behind the net. Spartans control. And they're trying to get something started. They do clear the zone. And here comes the Spartans. They carry it into the Ute zone. And then it squirts loose back all the way into the Spartan zone. So Spartans try and clear it. Spartans into the neutral zone. Sends it up to number 25, Brandon Ewell. He carries it in. Ends up in the corner. Him and Tomczyk fighting for the puck in the corner. Tomczyk ends up the winner on that one. Here comes Zeke Endy across the neutral zone to the left side. He throws it in deep. Madej back there to pick it up behind the net. He tries for a little wraparound centering pass, but it gets deflected. Still fighting for the puck, and it squirts loose. Tomczyk sends it back in, and then they go for a line change. And the puck ends up all the way in the Utah zone, but it's going to be icing. We got 3 minutes, 30 seconds left in the game. 5-4 game, close one.
See, that right there, that's a costly icing because they were trying to change right there. And they were trying to get that pass forward to, looked like number 21.
Yeah, Wooten.
Wooten, they were trying to get it to him, but you got to be careful because if that, obviously in the case that pass doesn't work out, you don't get your line change, so.
You're going to get caught
right,
in the wrong
so
side of the blue
you're
line.
back where you started, and you get a face-off at a stoppage, but you got to be a little bit, better with when you choose to pass the puck.
Right.
The decision in that case that's a big one.
Right.
This juncture of the game.
All right, Brown was trying to carry that puck across the blue line, but we have offsides. Somebody else got in there ahead of him. So we're going to have a face-off just outside the blue line of the Spartan zone. And Tredak's going to take that, and he's going to be facing off against Carl Roth. And Spartans control. And they're trying to start something. They send a pass up to that darn Dysart, that pesky Dysart. He throws the puck in there, and Ruslo has to make a pad save and then jump on it. So now the tables are turned. We're going to have a face-off in the youth zone to the left of Ruslo.
And you're going to wonder when Vaughn Reuter's going to call his timeout. I think it's right now, actually.
Good call.
Yeah, I was about to say,
He heard you.
Late in the game, you're going to want to get, especially when you got a bench as short as
Give him a little breather.
SJSU's, yeah, you want to give him a breather and set something up, and now they got to face off in the Utah zone. I also wouldn't be particularly surprised if we see the goaltender pulled.
I was thinking this is also the time where he's talking about when they're going to pull the goaltender, if they're going to just send. Oh, there he goes.
He's on the bench right now.
Yep.
I don't know if that means he's going to stay there, but SJSU might be trying to get that extra attacker.
So the Utes scored a nifty empty net goal on Wednesday's game when the UVU coughed it up, and Urch picked up the puck, and he kind of stumbled, and as he stumbled, he just flung it from just inside his own blue line, and it went all the way in and into the net. It was a blast.
Well, if they get that again tonight, that'll ice the game. I mean,
that'll put it away. But it's do or die, right? I mean, if you're the Spartans, you don't have a choice.
Right. I mean, they're getting outshot. Looks like they're getting outshot almost by 10,
they caught
by
up.
9.
Yeah, but they caught up.
They did catch up a lot. This has been, excuse me, a very good third period from the Spartans.
Yes.
But
they're definitely slowing down. They're really slowing down. And I don't think they're changing their lines as quickly as the Utes are, just because they don't have as many bodies.
And they're going to send that 6th extra attacker out there.
This is going to be 6 on 5.
And this allows them to get their top line out there as well. The Dysart line.
And Osla, looks like, is that Osla or Brown? It's Osla taking the face-off for the Utes in the Utes zone. Trying to clear the puck out of the zone. Tomacek sends it around. Oh, and the centering pass there. Almost got in front of the goal. And they do clear the zone. A lot of big hitting there. Urch just on a big hit on Dysart there along the boards. Puck comes back into the Utah zone around the net all the way into the corner. Oh, and Dysart whiffed on that.
That's costly.
And here comes Kurt. And it's going to be Kurt. Oh, and I'm not sure what he was doing. I thought he was going to go for the net, but instead he threw it up. And it ends up deflecting off of something. So we're going to have a face-off back.
That's just a technique issue there from Dysart. He was up along the boards, trying to get his skate pinned up along that board so he could stop it with his skate and kick it out from underneath him and get that pass point to point. But somehow he misses the setup for that, and there you go, face-off in the SJSU end.
And Chuck Lennis has to come back into the game for the face-off. So they lose the man advantage. And the Utes bench keep it in the zone. Time is ticking down. In the corner is Madej and Fulmar fighting for the puck. Now the opposite corner, Spartans control. And you can see Chuck Lennis is looking for his chance. As soon as the puck goes through the neutral zone, he's going to head for the bench, and there he goes.
Yep.
All right, and so number 20, that's Kevin Cole, carries across the right side. Wrist shot, puck is bouncing around in the crease. Russo loses it. It ends up at the point. Tydenko flings it in there. It goes way wide.
This is SJSU's going to throw everything they got here now. 2 minutes.
They do. 2 minutes left. Oh, and then the puck ends up again, bouncing around the crease. And Bortoluzzi was trying to get it out of there. And then 21, Wooten sends it in, and it goes wide.
Big couple of chances there from SJSU.
And Fulmar from the point sends it around behind the net. We got 1 minute, 40 seconds left. And that's number 20, Kevin Cole. And he's got it out to the point. He sends it to number 19. That's Troy Smith. Spartans are really trying to get that puck in there, but they're having a little trouble getting their play set up.
This is going to be when their players
here we go.
Get tired.
Yes.
They try and get line change.
And finally they couldn't. Andy's got a chance, but he loses the puck and escapes, and then he sends it to the empty net from center ice. He knew all he had to do was control the puck. He had a little trouble controlling the puck. He finally does, sends it to the empty net, and shuts the door on the Spartans. 6-4.
Wow, what a great couple of chances there from San Jose State.
They really did.
They were throwing everything in the kitchen sink there.
They were
at
just
Utah.
having a little trouble getting their play set up. They were scrambling a little bit and having trouble actually getting a play set up.
Couple of chances with that puck bouncing on the doorstep in the crease there, but the problem with the short bench, you got to change those guys, and
they were tired.
Their attack was
They were
getting tired, and they made a change at the wrong time, and Utah cashes in on the empty net goal from center ice.
Oh, man, and so they almost had a chance there. This is number 6, that's Dysart, carrying it again. I think he deserves MVP for this game for the Spartans. He's clearly been their shining star. All right, so now, of course, with a 2-goal difference, Cheklinis comes back in, and we're up. We're even up, 5-5. 49 seconds left in the game. And Tretiak now ends up with a chance. He skates across blue line. He gets past his defender. He tries to center it. And Connie tries to take a swing at it. Puck ends up in the corner. Counting down to the final 35 seconds. And the puck ends up bouncing up off of Johnson in over the glass. Got to retrieve a new puck. Going to have a face-off. I'm guessing just outside of the blue line.
And now Utah.
Been an exciting game,
Took
yeah?
a timeout. Yeah, very exciting.
Oh, they
game.
did. They did. They just get the one, right?
Yeah, each team gets one timeout, but not sure why Utah's calling that one. But
maybe they're going to try and score one more goal.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. They want, obviously in the rankings that could be a factor, but these two teams with having to play at 1:30 every day, they get more time to. I guess technically they don't get more time to rest if you think about it. I mean, it's the same as if you play at night, but still, maybe you could get a chance, get to bed earlier, wake up.
I think sometimes those late night games, you just run out of gas just because it's so late at night.
Right. So these guys are going to get a chance to get some rest, and
somebody needs to fix the scoreboard too. They gave us an extra goal. Oh, there we go. They heard me. They fixed it. All right, we are down to the final 32 seconds.
You can see why San Jose State might not be happy about that.
Tretiak in the faceoff, Spartans control. They've probably got maybe 2 chances to get this. All right, so here comes Cole, and he sends a pass, but Urch breaks it up. Oh, big hit there between Cole and Fulmar, and we are going to have a penalty on the Spartans.
Hopefully Urch is okay. I mean, that was a big hit, and that'll shake you up.
He lined him up. He saw him come and lined him up and just...
That's going to be a penalty against SJSU, and
floored him. So let's see what happens. That's going to be against Fulmer. He saw him coming. He lined him up in the sights.
Yeah, I didn't really see how it started out. So I guess take Anita's word for it, because there you go. He's going to get a misconduct for it too. He's done for the night, and he's going to be done for tomorrow as well.
And he
must have picked out Urch and like you said, Anita, just like he saw him, he was lining that hit up from a mile away.
And that's really a shame for the Spartans, because he's an important player for them. He's involved in a lot of plays, a lot of scoring chances. That's going to really hurt them. They're already short body. I mean, they don't have a lot of bodies. Yeah, 5 minutes. All right, so this is actually 20 seconds is plenty of time for the Utes to put a couple of goals in the net.
And hopefully Urch is okay. Obviously one of the better players on this team, a leader.
Urch is also a crucial player for the Utes.
That was a big hit he took.
You could hear it up here when the bodies collided.
I was wincing in pain. And I was just watching it from up here.
All right, it's winding down. Final seconds. Puck's just kind of stuck behind the net. Brown's trying to get it, and the Spartans are just going to hang on to it to run the clock out. And we have the final score. It's going to be 6-4 Utah over the San Jose State Spartans. Russell getting a big hug. He had a great game tonight, and the whole team. And like you said, I'm hoping as well that the Urch is going to be all right.
Talking to the trainer right now. Hopefully he's okay.
Well, it's good that he's still here, and he didn't take him to the locker room right away.
Right, he's probably concussion protocol right now.
They're probably asking him, what day is it? Yeah. Where did you park your car? And who's the president of the United States?
And then he says, I don't care. Any of those answers don't matter. I just care if we win the game. That's the hockey player answer right there.
That's right.
But
so good game for the Utes, and looking forward to positive results tomorrow. coming up next, we've got a triple billing this weekend. So coming up next is going to be the women's D1. They're going to be facing the University of Colorado, and followed after that by the men's D1. They're going to be facing the University of Nevada, Las Vegas Rebels, and that is going to be, excuse my French, hella game.
Hell of a game to watch. You got a top 25 battle between 21 Utah, 8 UNLV. That's going to be a great game. But also, women's team home opener, within the next hour or so.
We haven't seen them for a while.
They have not been home on, in Salt Lake yet on home ice. So big game for them against Colorado. Huge chance to earn some critical WWCHL points. So we'll see how that goes. And yeah, a lot of exciting hockey this weekend here at Salt Lake City.
So come on down. If you buy a ticket, you can get those online. We've got student prices, adult prices, children prices. And if you come on down, that ticket is good for any of the games played that day. So if you will come on down, you could see 2 games for the price of 1.
Well, I mean, if I were you, I would come and buy a ticket to the San Jose State game and then stay for all.
Exactly,
you
stay
get
for
3
all
hockey
3
games for the price of 1.
Exactly. Well,
it doesn't
since
get better than that.
since that one's over.
Well, for tomorrow, yeah, I guess. But for today, yeah, right. You could get 2 for the price of 1. That's a good point.
All right, so we'll be seeing you in a little bit. Women's game coming up at 1:30. So stay tuned. We'll see you soon.